Yeah. If I may ask you now, how old are you now?
94.
94. 94 years old. 1915 we were born.
That's right.
And you are still going on. And if I may ask, what kept you in the faith? What kept you in the Seventh-day Adventist? You know why I'm asking? Because for all those years you have been in the Seventh-day Adventist, and as old as you are still keeping on the faith. You are an inspiration to us. You are an inspiration to everybody. What keeps you in the faith?
My love of the Lord Jesus Christ. But, well, he's been such a marvellous God to me. He's been wonderful. And I was a coal porter for 20 years. I used to go on my bike, cycle around the lanes and late at night, you know, and I loved it. I really loved it.
Okay, right. Do you think then that the lifestyle that you led, with no smoking, no drinking, no what, has kept you to where you are today?
Well,
do you think that has got that has contributed in the longer years of yours or not?
Well, fortunately, I only ever smoked one cigarette and I didn't like it, so I never touched it. My mother had a father who used to drink and used to treat them terribly, so my mother never allowed drink in the house.
Right. I have seen you participating in distributing leaflets.
Have you?
And this Saturday you are going into the streets.
That's right.
As with your Zimmer frame and collecting money for ADRA. And what gives you the enthusiasm to do that? Old women should stay home and just sit and not do anything.
But I've never been like that. I've never been. I don't mind. I don't mean I can't relax. I can. But, well, you see, today, you see, the Lord gave us the gospel to bring to your countries. And then he sent you to bring it back here because our people no longer want it. And the evidence of that is, I know myself of 4 churches that have closed. Even my own little church that haven't been closed a long time. And big churches. I know of 4. And there's a Garrison which had a beautiful church in it. And up until recently, they've been using it as an estate agent's office. And that's why the Lord has sent you people back to this country, to bring the gospel back to us. Because, you know, people attract sometimes and say, oh, you believe that rubbish, you know. They don't want it. You know why? Because they've got so much. They've got their computers and blah, blah, blah. See, this town originally was a very, very poor town. Very poor town. But it was spiritually minded. You'd have the Salvation Army bands playing. You'd have gospel meetings along the seafront. You don't get any of that now. Because people don't want it.
Why do you think people do that now?
Because I say that they've got too much of the world. They can't be bothered with it. Of course, if you believe that stuff, you'd be surprised what they say. On occasions, you do get genuine Christians, or people will stop and talk. But you can only pray that as you give these leaflets out and tell them, you know, that if you send it up, it's a free correspondence course, and I say you'd be surprised what you learn. On occasions you get people, but as we've been doing it, my other friend, Rosetta, and she stands outside the bank, I stand outside the post office. I can't stand all that long now, but I don't like to miss it. We do it every week, every Thursday. And I mean, she's not as old as me, but she does it as well.
Giving out leaflets.
Yes, we do.
Every Thursday?
Every Thursday, yes. Those tracks over there, that we got over there.
Ooh.
Those orange ones.
Oh, the orange trucks. Oh, take Jesus. Those ones written, take Jesus.
Yeah. You see, I try never to be without these in my handbag. If I am, I'm very disappointed. Because wherever I am, if say somebody comes to empty the gas meter or somebody like that, or try to give them one, because you never know, it might be their last chance of salvation.
Oh.
You see, so there's I was talking to a taxi man today, and unfortunately it was the one occasion I hadn't got any in my bag. But I do, wherever I am, I always like to give one out to somebody. I mean, sometimes you give them the tract, they've got a little way up the road, and they push it into a rubbish bin. See, it's because they're so prosperous today. They've got so much of this world's goods. As I said, before the war, this was people used to go around with a banner, man used to go around with a banner, Jesus is coming again. There used to be gospel meetings along the seafront, and people were, instead of that, churches are closing in this town. And in London they're closing as well, and the Muslims are buying them up and making them into, you know, what they call them, the Muslims' places, mosques.
The mosques, yeah.
What churches we're shutting, they're opening.